This week is Mental Health Awareness Week, and in the Herald today you'll see former National Party leader Todd Muller has opened up on the challenges he faced during his time as leader. It's a very raw and honest look at his mental breakdown and the journey out of it. Todd Muller is with me now. Hey Todd.
Hi Ryan, how are you?
Good. Do you ever get sick of retelling this story over and over again?
Well, that was essentially the point of the column today, is that I did do quite a bit of retelling after I had retired from politics, and I found it pretty difficult. You know, people listening to it had an emotional reaction. They seemed to enjoy it and have the conversations that needed to be had following it. But I kept going back and repeating and reliving some of that horror. And so really today's column was just acknowledging that weeks like this are important, but for those of us that have mental health challenges, they can also act as a bit of a trigger. So that was essentially the point of the column today.
Did you know going into the leadership that this was that what happened was a potential? That sort of level of breakdown was a potential?
Oh no, never could imagine that was going to be the path that befalled me, if you like. But wouldn't have put my hand up if I'd known that horror was around the corner, Ryan. But you know, a lot of New Zealanders go through similar experiences, and that's why this week's a good week to actually reflect on that, see what is being done and what more could be done to help people with mental health. But the essence of my reflections today is that, you know, when you're having a mental health incident and you come out the other side of it, you're not fixed. You don't flick a switch. It's an ongoing. It's with you. You learn to live with it, if you like. Learn to be able to have techniques to be able to get through it. And you know, I've followed a lot of the techniques suggested by Sir John Kirwan and Mike King and others, and you know, they really were the ones that were the groundbreakers here. But it doesn't go away, Ryan. And so sometimes on a mental health week, when everybody's talking about it, it acts as a bit of a reminder of what you've been through. A little bit like sort of going to a funeral a year or so after someone you love has died, and all those emotions come back again.
Geez, that was a grim analogy.
Yeah, it is.
But I know what you're saying. Todd.
Well, this is the point, Ryan, is that for mental health conversations, some of them are grim. You've got to be open and straight up about it. And there's lots of people who go to funerals and feel that, but then never say anything about it.
It's true.
And just sort of button it up. And I think, you know, giving voice to it is better than not.
Todd, just finally, is there something that you did? Like, I know if I don't get enough sleep, the world starts caving in a little bit. And for me, that's just hugely important. I just need to go and have a nap. Is there one thing that you kind of cottoned on to, or that you learnt, that one little coping thing that you do now?
Oh, yes, sleep is absolutely critical. The key thing that I do is try to do something every day that gives you a little bit of joy. This came from John Kirwan, JK. He said that one of the things he does is he gets up every morning quite early and has an espresso. And I'm a bit of a coffee lover. And so I do a similar sort of thing. I get up earlier, way earlier than I used to, and watch the sun come up, have a coffee, tune into what you're saying now and again, to not get too depressed. And the day starts. And it's having those little things that you build into your daily routine is really helpful. Yeah. And so, by the way, is people just checking in on you to see how you are.